Hi friends, this is Manish Pandey. Welcome back to my UiPath Forms tutorial series. So far, we have covered basic components, advanced components, layout components, and data components in detail. I hope you enjoyed these videos and you are familiar with the components. If you haven't watched this video yet, make sure to check it out. The link is in the description. Now, we will move further with advanced examples. If you remember, while exploring basic components in UiPath forms, I gave you an assignment to create a similar form and automate data storage in UiPath data service. So, if you have not done yet, no worries. In this video, we will use the same employee details form to collect employee details from users and write that data into the data service entity. Before moving forward with this assignment, let me show you one amazing feature from YouTube, which is called automatic dubbing. So let's say you are playing this video exploring basic components and then go to the settings of the video. You will see one option, audio track. Here you can see the list of languages. With this feature, you as a viewer can now listen to videos in different languages simply by switching the audio track to your preferred language. It's mind blowing, isn't it? Let's choose Italian. This means you no longer need to rely on subtitles to enjoy videos in your language. Whether it's English, Spanish, Hindi, or any other available language, you can now understand the content as if it was made just for you. So, go ahead, try out the feature, and let me know in the comments which language you would like to watch my video in. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more UiPath videos. Now, let's get started with the topic for today. So, this form collects details from employee, including their name, address, password, department, country, gender, etc. Let me run this and show you the form. So this form we are going to use. Let's change the name to employee details form only. We can change it from here from show form activity. Let's quickly resize this column as well. This is the column components. I want to change the this photo width to 2 and this to 8. Let's save it. And now this has been changed, right? Now let's integrate this with the UiPath data service. So first, to integrate this UiPath form with data service, we will first create a data service entity to store the employee data. So let's open this orchestrator, click on this, go to more, select data service. Now we are on the UiPath data service page. We'll start by creating a data service entity to store the employee data. Let's click on create new entity, write employee details, click on create. Now let's add fields here. So our fields will be employee ID, employee name, address, password, department, are you 18 plus, country, gender. Let's create for the same. Go to employee details entity, click on create new field. Check this checkbox so that we can continue creating multiple fields. This is for employee ID Employee ID as per the form, that is number. So we'll change it to the number. Now go to more details and then we'll remove the decimal places and set it 0. That means employee ID will not have decimal value. Now let's save this. Employee name. This will be text. Save it. Address. Save it. Password. So password is stored in password data type in the UiPath forms, but here we don't have the type with password. So we'll store that password in the text. I will show you how to convert the secure string password to the string. Department, and then there is a are you 18 plus, which will have a boolean value yes or no. So we'll set it yes or no. Save. Country, gender, save this. So now we have created all the fields which is required to integrate with the UiPath forms. Now let's move to UiPath Studio. Let's go to main, and then we will use show form activity to show the form, and then from the select form option we will select that form which we are going to call a basic components walkthrough. Now here you can see the arguments. Using these arguments we will map the form fields for the input and output. Currently we just need to take the value out from the form. So we will set all these required fields to out direction. Employee ID currently is set to system.double. We will change it to integer 32 and then direction will be out. Let's quickly change that all the direction to out. Okay. Now let's create a variable against each arguments. Now you will notice here in the password the type is system.security.secureString. So we have created this variable as a secure string. And this department is a collection. This is because in the form we have taken this as a select boxes components where it allows us to select multiple values, but we'll go with only one. Now let's configure the activity to create an entity records. So once we'll get the record from here, we have to use one activity from data service to create entity record. But before using, you need to install the package of data service, which is uipath.dataservice.activities. Currently, I am using this package version 24.11.1. And now let's search for create entity record. Drag and drop this here. Select the entity. So currently entity is not showing here. So why? Because we have just now created an entity but we have not imported that entity in our project. Let's click on manage entities, click on refresh, and now this entity is available here. Let's check this checkbox, uncheck this user details which is not required. Let's save it, click yes. Now let's select the entity from here, employee details. Now currently we can see only three fields, But let's add all the fields here. Check this checkbox, click save, and here we have option to pass the variable. Let's pass the variable address. Here we have option to pass true or false, but I don't want to pass here the default value, the hard coded value. So we will take it from variable, this one. So country, so let's pass quickly all the variables here. Now you can see here currently we are getting some error. So this is for department. This is because we have created this variable as a collection, I enumerable of string. Let's take the first record from the collections. So set it based on the index. So department of 0. Now this is secure password, but here it can take only text. So we have to first change this secure string to text. Let's take one assign activity, and now we need to type one syntax to convert the secure string password to a string. We will write this one new system dot net dot network credential of, this is for username and this is for your secure password, and then password. So in our case this user is not available, so this will be nothing. Let's copy this and paste here. Now what we can do, the system.net, this one we can add to this imports, and then we can just use the rest of the syntax. Let's search for system.net. Okay, so this is available here. Let's add this to the project. Okay, now we need to just write new network credential of nothing, comma, this password will be our secure string. So let's replace with the variable. So secure password dot password. So this expression is enough to convert the password from secure string to the plain text. Now let's save this, store this to a password variable, and this is a string. Now let's go to the activity, remove this and set it password. Now we are done. Now let's run this. Currently we do not have any data here. Let's wait for the form. Okay. Now you can see the employee details form here. Let's fill out the form. Employee ID, I can say 10001. I'm going to put my name as employee name. Address, I can set it New Delhi. Password, I can take any characters. So I have taken here 123 ABC. You can see it from here. Currently it's removed. Department, I will set it IT. Are you 18 plus? So I will check this, which will give us value as a yes, means true. From the country, we will select India. From gender, I will select the male radio button. Now let's submit this. So once we'll submit, we will have the data outside from that form using these arguments, and then it will create the entity record in the data service. Now let's refresh this, go to employee details, go to data tab, and you can see here records is available here. Department we can see in the lower case. If you want to change that, you can change it from UiPath forms. Here you can see it's set to yes, gender set to male, it's in the lower case. In country India in the lower case, you can change it from this form. So let's say from department, I want to change all these to capital IT. Save this. For country, I want to set it to title case, like each word in capital. Save it. Now, if you want, you can try running one more time and then you will see the updated records. I hope this video helped you understand how to use UiPath Forms and UiPath Data Service to automate data collections and storage. If you found this video helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for more UiPath tutorials. Don't forget to share your thoughts and questions in the comments. Keep learning and keep automating. See you in the next video.